Remember when he told us, literally, inject bleach? Bless me, Father. I said, I'm sorry, Donald, but I can't help you. His company drops me lower. He might do better under my tax plan than his.
Joe Biden was on fire in his hometown of Scranton, where he lit up Donald Trump in both a hilarious and substantive speech where he speaks on the need of protecting Social Security and Medicare, the rich paying their fair share, while managing to slip in some brutal jabs at Trump's expense, just like this one. Quick break from the video. I am very excited to announce, for anyone who enjoys the content and would love to help the channel, we have memberships available for as low as $3 a month. I mean, the only way we become a society is together, right? For just $3 a month, you can tremendously aid us in growing and putting out increasingly more engaging content. If you would like to find out more about that, including the exclusive perks that memberships get, including members only posts, getting videos early, I will leave a link to that in the description. Thank you very much for all the support, and back to the video.
You know, I've already been delivering real results in a fiscally responsible way. But I know not everyone's feeling it. Just the other day, a defeated-looking guy came up to me and asked if I could help. He was drowning in debt. I said, I'm sorry, Donald, but I can't help you.
Biden really can be funny. I think that's something that's easily overlooked, but he's not bad at those one-liners and kind of jabbing back for someone who's supposed to have dementia, you know? The truth of the matter is the GDP is up, consumer spending is up, consumer confidence is up, jobs are up. All economic indicators show not only a strong turnaround, but that people are beginning to feel it as well. And those saying otherwise at this point are just parroting Trump talking points, which, as Biden pointed out, he's struggling in this economy for different reasons. You know, his legal troubles, don't defraud people for millions and get 88 charges, and you won't have anything to worry about.
Trump recently said Social Security and Medicare, quote, here's his quote, there's a lot you can do in terms of cutting, end of quote. Well, right on cue, the MAGA Republicans in Congress released their budget, which hasn't gotten nearly enough attention. The budget they proposed for next year would raise the retirement age in Social Security and would slash Medicare. Think about that for a second. MAGA Republicans want billionaires to pay less in taxes, want seniors to work longer before they can retire on Social Security benefits, and they want to cut Medicare. I got a better idea. Let's protect Social Security and Medicare and make the very wealthy begin to pay their fair share.
And as we consistently point out on this channel, Republicans have to cut spending on social programs because it's the only way to make tax cuts feasible without deficit spending, of which they'll still resort to if they have to. I mean, look at Trump adding over $7 trillion to our debt in 4 years. And these social programs are what will affect you and your loved ones much more than tax cuts could ever benefit you. You're going to have poorer quality of roads, less Social Security, Medicare quality drops and becomes less and less accessible. Public education and public transit gets worse. WIC benefits for mothers go away. Food stamps, who needs those, right? All for, and drum roll please, a tax cut that nets the top 1% an extra $61,000 and working class families making under $91,000 a whopping $900. So while you have to work an extra 10 years to retire, your roads are going to get worse. So your cars, your tires, you're going to have much more repairs on those. Your kids' education quality plummets. So good luck for them in terms of class mobility. And don't expect healthcare when you get old either. But at least you'll have an extra $900 a year to really live lavish, huh?
You know, I have to say, if Trump's stock in the Truth Social, his company, drops me lower, he might do better under my tax plan than his. Possible.
I just had to add this one in there too because, well, it's hilarious. I mean, add in his legal expenses as well, and very soon he may not even be in the class to benefit from the cuts he wants to pass. That would be great because then maybe he would actually do something that would benefit the working class. Who knows?
When the pandemic hit, Trump failed the most basic duty any president owes the American people, a duty to care and a duty to respond. Remember when he told us, don't worry, this will all be over by Easter. Remember when he told us, literally, inject bleach? Bless me, Father. Look, Think about it. Think about it. Because he failed to care, not only did people die, but millions of Americans lost their jobs, their homes, their livelihoods.
And this is something Trump had a direct hand in making worse. And it's something you can just not give ground to Republicans on. They were so quick to say, oh, well, all bad Trump stuff is because of the pandemic and COVID and who could have done that and handled it better. But in the same breath, they'll attribute all that bad stuff from the pandemic to Biden and give him no grace or nothing on it. It's just inconsistent and incoherent logic and something we should never play into. Plus, we saw who handled it better. Look at the difference in GDP growth from both of them. Look at the difference in jobs from both of them. While one was in the thick of the pandemic, the other in the thick of the pandemic. Republicans, by the way, so quick to point out that more people died from COVID under Biden than Trump, but then they'll write off bad COVID stuff from Trump because of COVID, but then attribute it to Biden because that makes no sense, because if it was worse, so much so that more people died under Biden and it was his fault because of how bad COVID was, then why was our GDP so much higher? Why did he cut inflation while it started to skyrocket under Trump? Why did Trump lose us jobs and have to shut down our economy while Biden was able to keep it open and keep unemployment lower than even Trump was? And now our job growth is higher than Trump ever had it. These points, they make no sense past surface level critique. It's Trump's rhetoric, right? His downplaying the vaccine even after the outbreak. This is why you saw Republicans in red states dying at a higher rate from the vaccine than blue voters. He caused it to spiral in a way that the economy had to close, jobs had to be lost, and he was unable to fix that before having to pass the mess and the baton over to Biden, who came in with a broomstick and got us now sitting in a much better position in a very short few year span, which is exactly why we can't now allow them to pass the baton back to chaos, and why we need to get out and be sure to vote and usher in a blue wave that was never before seen, even bigger than the one that trounced them in 2020. If you enjoyed this video, we're Social Society. We're a commentary channel influenced by politics, society, and the economy. We are pretty left-leaning on this channel, but we're open to our right-wingers as well. The biggest thing here is having conversations that get everyone to the bottom of the truth. If that sounds like something that could interest you, consider smashing that subscribe button, leaving us a like, or even commenting on this video. We even have memberships available as low as $3 if you'd like to support, because the only way we become a society is together.